Hi everyone! This is going to be unlike any video that I've ever done on my channel in the, I don't know, I think I've been doing this for over 10 years now. This is going to be a review for some bath products, specifically Lush's new Christmas collection or Christmas line. It released just last week, and because of some other more urgent releases, I haven't gotten around to doing it till now, and because this is a pretty intensive video. So in this video, what you should expect is for me to show you a handful of the offerings that Lush has in their Christmas line. We'll not only look at the products up close, I'll explain to you how to use them, what the notes and fragrances are, and whether I actually can smell the notes that are supposed to be in the product. And I will demonstrate using all of these for you. So in water, like you would in a bathtub, so that you can see how they fizzle or what the texture is like, etc. Because this is the first time I'm doing this kind of video, please just be patient with me if things don't go as smoothly or if you think that there's a way to improve. I absolutely am open to that. Just please express it in a respectful way, whatever suggestions you have in the comments. But please do also note that I do not have a whole team that helps me with these videos. It's basically just me when it comes to the filming. So in terms of your suggestions, please just keep that in mind. So all these products can be purchased online at the Lush website, and they should be trickling in over the next few weeks in Lush stores. So if you want to see them in person, to purchase them in stores. I don't know if they're quite available just yet, but I do know that they are available for purchase online. As always, I'll put a link in the description box below to where you can purchase them online. Of course, make sure you're subscribed to the channel by hitting that red subscribe button. Follow Allura Beauty on Instagram. And if you missed the latest video, that was for Tati Beauty's Volume 1 Textured Neutrals eyeshadow palette. I will link that in the upper right-hand corner for you to click on if you want to see realistic swatches of all of those shades. And of course, my thoughts on whether you really need the palette or not. All right, if you are excited about Lush's new Christmas offerings, this is the video for you. Let's get into it. So in total, Lush has about 190 plus offerings in their Christmas line. Now that includes gift sets, that includes bath bombs, shower gels, body butters, shower scrubs, bubble bars, body lotions, body sprays, body conditioners, bar soaps, lip scrubs, face and body cleansers, reusable bubble bars, and shimmer bars. And Lush does a pretty good job of making sure that all of its offerings are new things. I think I see maybe one or two things out of the 190 plus offerings that are not specifically limited to their Christmas line. So you don't have to worry about them throwing a bunch of permanent things into the Christmas line. Pretty much everything that I see here is specific to Christmas, with very few exceptions. Oh, they also have bath oils, which I don't think I listed in that list just now. And roughly speaking, the range of pricing for products from Lush are between about $7 usually, or $6 at the lowest end, and then about $15 to $16 for the more expensive items. Of course, I am not including things like gift sets in that price range because, of course, when you have multiple items in a set, it's going to be more expensive. But when it comes to the single items, that's approximately the range that you should expect to pay for an individual product. Okay, so the first one we're going to look at is a bath bomb. This is called Snowman Dreaming. It costs $5.95. You get 3.5 ounces. The description says, if all the festive cheer has become a bit too intense, this jolly soul will chill you right out. Toss him into your tub and watch as he melts into a rainbow of color. Then let the dreamy fragrance of cedarwood and lavender oil turn your holiday stress into perfect bliss. The land of Nod is not far off now. And here's what your snowman looks like up close. Can't really see his face too well, but you do see that there's a rainbow of color. Now this does include notes of lavender and citrus. So we have our tub of warm water here. Let's go ahead and we'll drop him in and see what happens. Whoa, beautiful rainbow colors there. After taking it out, you can see all the different colors that are in there. And kind of taking a page out of Beauty News's channel. They do a lot of really nice Lush reviews. After you mix it together, I'm a little surprised that you get this soft, like tangerine color. I expected it to be kind of muddy because the rainbow shades usually come together to kind of create maybe not so nice of a shade, but this is really pretty here. And you do get that softness from the sodium bicarbonate. And the scent is really nice too. It's not super strong, but it is noticeable. So that's the color of the water there. All right, next up is a Snowman bath oil tablet. This is the packaging it comes in. Probably familiar with the bath bombs. They come in their own kind of paper bag, brown paper bag. Lush is thankfully very eco-conscious, so I think that the reason this one comes in a plastic wrapper is probably because the oils are going to, if they were put in a paper bag, they would seep through the paper material, and this way the plastic keeps it from doing that. So here's our very cute snowman. There are a few options for this. I know one of them has like Santa Claus coming down a chimney. So there's a string that's attached to the top so that you could actually hang this on the side of your bathtub. I don't know if it'd actually be long enough to reach the water, but the idea is that you're supposed to be able to hang it on the side and then have the water just kind of slowly and gradually melt the oil into the tub. So here's what it looks like up close. The description says, hang out with this snowman and you'll be chilled out in snow time. Melt into your tub along with a beautiful blend of skin softening cocoa, shea, and cupuaçu butters. The invigorating citrus blast of Sicilian lemon and lemon myrtle oil will chase away winter blues and ensure you won't be experiencing any holiday meltdowns. Here's what the back looks like, and even just from the warmth of my hand holding it here, sorry, I do have calluses, you can see it starting to melt, and I can immediately smell like the mentholy peppermint that's in here. If you do have really sensitive skin, just be cautious because usually stuff that has peppermint and menthol plus the lemon oil can be sensitizing to the skin. So for this one, let's just plop it in a little bit and see what happens. Can you see it kind of melting in the water there? So this does seem to be like a product that you will use over the course of several baths. It's not like a bath bomb where you plop it in and it'll disappear after a minute or so. This is something that you can use over time. That's what it looks like after a little bit of use. Ooh, it is very soft and slick. I don't know if I can say that the water actually feels that much different. Obviously, in a bathtub you'd have more time where you would have it melt. At the same time, you'd also have a lot more water than I have in this little tub here. So, proportionally speaking, you know, you're gonna have a lot more water, even though you are gonna use more of the product over a longer period of time. But just from feeling the comparison with the bath bomb you can feel the kind of thickness and softness in the water. I don't know that I necessarily feel that with this, which actually might be a nice thing because a lot of people don't like a thick layer of oil on their skin. So if this effectively thins out, there's a little bit of slickness and softness, but I don't feel a greasy layer of oil. So that might actually be preferable. But it doesn't really turn the water any sort of color. And again, I feel like the scent is a nice balance. It's not overwhelming, but you can definitely sense it. Oh, and the Snowman bath oil retails for $8.95 and you get 2.1 ounces. I think I forgot to share that with you. So next up is a shower jelly. This is Santa's Belly, and this retails for $7.95. You get 3.5 ounces. And I will say this is definitely a messy product. You can see already that it's leaking, and so just be aware you're going to get a little bit of this leakage going on when you receive it, most likely. So apparently this is something that you can keep in the refrigerator. It's hard to open because it's slick from it leaking. All right, using a towel, I was able to get this off. So this is a very interesting product. It comes in jelly form, and you can keep it in the refrigerator to kind of preserve it. So this is what it looks like. You can see the suspended stars in there, and it's supposed to be a sphere with Santa's what do you call it, buckle belt around it, and then the gold buckle in the middle. But obviously, since it comes in this jar, it's kind of squished. It's not really in its sphere form. Ooh. There, kind of half sphere. Oh, it is actually pretty well preserved there. You can see the gold glitter. And once again, the stars in there. So I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take this, and it doesn't actually, you think that maybe you could break off a piece, but it doesn't actually break apart very easily. So let's just see once we kind of activate it with water. And you get that sudsing. So you can kind of just rub it over the body. Your body's obviously going to be wet from being in the shower. And you can get a little bit of soaping action here. It does smell really lovely. It has a cranberry scent to it, and it is kind of sweet, but it is not sickly sweet at all. Let's see, there's kind of like a red staining. Let's see if that stays. Might actually be a little bit of staining with that red dye there, so keep that in mind. And my skin does feel very clean. There is a bit of slickness to it, that kind of squeaky clean feel, but it doesn't feel dry. So the description says, this deep red jelly is full of Christmas magic. The sweet combo of star anise infusion and fresh apple and grape juices are blended into the soft seaweed base to brighten and cleanse skin. Biodegradable golden stars are sprinkled throughout for a dash of happiness. Keep the whole jar of Santa's belly in the freezer, then bring it into a hot shower for a stimulating and refreshing apple-scented lather. And I do kind of smell a combination of cranberry and apple, but maybe I'm just thinking I smell cranberry because it's so red. But I definitely sense the apple scent in there. And I do not like the taste or smell of star anise, so I was a little worried. But to be honest, I don't really smell that sharp star anise scent. So if you are also someone who doesn't particularly like the taste of that ingredient, I wouldn't worry too much because I really don't pick that up in this product. So let's go ahead and zoom in here. Hopefully you can see at the bottom there the gold sparkle. Now, none of that sparkle seemed to stick to my skin, so if you're worried about that part, you don't have to worry about that. It's not going to linger on the skin, and it does say that it is biodegradable glitter for those worried about that part. And I really like the idea of going into a really hot shower and having this really cold jelly to put across the skin. Okay, next up is the Snow Fairy Crystal Ball Amaze Ball Bath Bomb. So this is kind of like a mega bath bomb. It's not the traditional bath bomb, which is smaller. And this one kind of has a little surprise in it we'll talk about in just a second. It retails for $8.95. You can see that the price is higher, but you also get more product. It has 8.1 ounces. All right, so this is what it looks like. Again, there are several of these kinds of bath bombs in the holiday line. So you get a little yellow star on top and this bright fuchsia colored bath bomb. And this top actually comes off and there is stuff inside the bath bomb. The description on the website says, before you enjoy the Snow Fairy's sweet sensations, pop the top off this magical little pot and become a fairy yourself. Sprinkle this Amazeball's enchanting pixie dust into your bath and then slip into the warm, sparkling water to make the transformation complete. See, I don't know, can you see inside there? Absorb the energy of the pink fizzing swirls as the sweet and citrus scents of synthetic musk and Persian lime transport you to a calmer place. So let me just sprinkle some of this out onto my hand first so you can see what's inside there. Super neon pink colored, I don't know what you want to call it, stuff in there. And so you can sprinkle this into your bath. That's so cool. Did you see how it was sank to the bottom and then rose up to the top? Zoom in there and see. It's pretty cool. All right, so you could go along. Oh, there's something in the bottom here. I don't know if that's supposed to be in there. It's like an actual crystal. I'm trying to see if it's dissolving. It doesn't feel like it's dissolving at all. Oh, maybe it is. Well, let's leave it in there for now. You can see it turns the water this fuchsia color. Oh, there are definitely other like crystal-like shards in there. Okay, so I'm gonna shine a light here so hopefully you can see. There's definitely stuff, like larger things that are in there. All right, after dumping out most of the contents, I finally caught this other crystal that was in there. So it looks like this is what they're saying is the glitter inside, because this other pink material is not sparkly, it doesn't have glitter in it, but these kind of crystal rocks do have a layer of glitter on top, but I don't think the glitter goes all the way through. I don't think it does much. The shimmer definitely came off. I have no idea what this is made of. And that other one did disappear, so they do melt eventually. You can see, of course, that the water has turned this pink color. And then the cool thing about this product is that once the contents inside are all gone, you've used it up, you can use the rest of it like you would a normal bath bomb. So you could plop this part in, you could plop this whole thing in if you wanted to. Let's go ahead and plop some of that in. Didn't seem to fizzle as much as the Snowman one that we started the video out with. And again, might get a little bit of temporary staining, but seems to wash off pretty well after you scrub. Or maybe I'm just talking out of my... I think the particles inside didn't stain the skin, but the outside, now that I handled it, seems to maybe stain the skin a little bit. But again, when you use the bath bombs, you can feel it's the sodium bicarbonate, basically like the baking soda ingredient in there, that leaves a film, and it does make the skin feel soft, but you will feel kind of like a layer on the skin. And I know a lot of people love the Snow Fairy scent. It's personally not to my taste, but you know, this smells the way the other Snow Fairy products do. Let's take a look at another bath bomb. This is one of the e.l.f. bath bombs. Again, this is kind of like a mega bath bomb, not just your traditional one. Here's what this guy looks like. He retails for $10.95 and you get 12.3 ounces. And you can see that he's different from the other bath bombs. He actually goes into 2 different parts. So this is kind of like 2 bath bombs in one. And there are at least, I think there's 2 other ones like this. There's one that's in Santa form, and I can't quite remember what the other one looks like, but I picked up the e.l.f. And he's described as this naughty blend of cinnamon, ginger, and grapefruit. Is twice as nice because it gives you 2 scintillating soaks. Toss in the top half of this holiday helper for a citrusy silent night and save the bottom for a day when you need to make spirits bright. Only a cotton-headed ninny muggins would deprive themselves, it's kind of a play on words, of this Ultimate Bathing Buddy. So it sounds like maybe they're actually divided up into 2 scents, which I didn't realize when I purchased it. Oh, the bottom half actually, I don't know if I like the scent of it. Yeah, actually, I really don't like the way that it smells. It has kind of like a sharp texture to it that I really don't like. And I think I was wrong. This smells the exact same as the bottom half does. So I don't think that they've divided up into 2 different scents, which I think would be a cool idea in the future if Lush, when they offered you these mega bath bombs, if the top half had a different scent from the bottom half, complementary but different, so that you get 2 really different options. But I have to say that when I looked at the notes, I really like things that smell like ginger, and I do like grapefruit, but maybe it's the mixture of the cinnamon with the ginger. It has just a very sharp characteristic to it that I do not find pleasing. But let's go ahead and drop him in to see how he fizzes up. You can hear. See, it's weird that the Pink Fairy one didn't really do this in the same way. Let's go ahead and just plop him in there. Wow, that is crazy how much more that suds up. So it turns this pretty strong, bright lime green color. But yeah, the scent is actually kind of starting to give me a headache. It's, you know what it is? It smells peppery. So I don't, you know, unless you really know that peppery sharp scent is something that you like, I don't know if I would purchase this one. Let's take a break from the bath bombs for just a second and go on to one of the Naked Body Lotions. This is the Snowfake Naked Body Lotion. This is what it looks like. So it's a solid form body lotion. This is $10.95 and you get 4.2 ounces. So the description says, smooth away dry, flaky winter skin with the hydrating buttery balm of our Snowflake Naked Body Lotion, an ultra moisturizing blend of Illippi, cocoa, and Kupu Sao butters, I don't know how to pronounce that, melt on contact with skin and immediately go to work softening tired limbs. Meanwhile, Japan and sunflower waxes seal in this newfound moisture, soothing almond milk and rose water round things out to keep you calm and cool and leave you feeling as fresh as newly fallen snow. You can also get this in an actual pot if you wanted to. So you immediately feel this soft, buttery texture, and there is a bit of like oiliness to it. You can just take this and the heat of your skin will very easily, hopefully you can see that, easily melt the lotion. And this has a beautifully light scent to it. It says it has notes of apricot kernel oil, sandalwood oil, and like I said, there is like a slight film. Sorry for the staining from the other bath bomb still there. There is a slight film that you have left. So, you know, if you're going to touch other things, I will expect there to be a little bit of transfer of that oil. But let's say you're putting it on your legs when it's really dry in the winter, this would be really, really nice for the legs, your elbows, heels, and like I said, a very light scent, pleasant scent to it. I can kind of smell that almond milk in there too. And the next thing I'm really excited about, this is called Santa Reusable Bubble Bar. Again, there are several of these options. I think one is a star. There's like at least 2 other options. This retails for $11.95. You get 4.5 ounces. So it is considerably more expensive than a regular bath bomb in terms of like almost twice as much. And you're not getting twice the amount of product like you do with those mega bath bombs. But I guess the real difference with this is that it's supposed to be reusable because it's attached to a stick, and so you can control how much you're going to use. Here's what Santa looks like up close. It says, trying to shake the winter blues? Santa's got your back and the rest of your body too. This reusable bubble bar will fill your tub with snow white bubbles and the uplifting scents of neroli, zingy, lime, and crisp lemon myrtle. All you have to do to kickstart this festive rejuvenation is hold the bar under running water and let Santa's magical positivity do the rest. So it says to put it under running water. I don't think that's necessarily true. Let's see how this goes. Oh, I guess it doesn't fizzle the way the normal bath bombs do. Maybe this is part of how it stays to be reusable. It's longer lasting because it doesn't just immediately crumble and fizzle like most of the bath bombs do. So this is warm water already, but I'm gonna put some even warmer water here. Now Santa's face is gone. So you don't get the dramatic effect of the sizzle, the normal bath bomb, but you see how it can be a lot easier to control, and it's something that you can use over probably 2 or 3 baths, just because in the bath you have so much more water than this. And I actually don't know if I can really see. I feel like I do see glimpses of shimmer in there. It's kind of hard to tell. Looks actually kind of Halloween-y with this red color in here. Now this one was supposed to have a fragrance that has lime oil, lemon myrtle oil. I think those are the 2 main ones. And I have to say that compared to the other ones, the scent on this I feel like is lighter. It's not as strongly scented, but I do get that same slick and soft feel that you get with most of the other bath bombs. And last up is one of their bar soaps. I chose the Snow Apple soap. This retails for $9.95 and you get 5.6 ounces. And I saved this for last just because of how glittery. You can see immediately. It's in the shape of an apple. You can see a little bit where that glitter has come off there. The description says, from far away fairy tale lands of crystal trees and gleaming apples, we bring you this mystical soap that will leave your skin feeling soft as a cloud. An uplifting citrus blend of bergamot, neroli, and Brazilian orange oil cast a glow of happy enchantment, while fresh apple juice and fair trade cocoa butter add much needed moisture to dry winter skin. This fruit is far from forbidden. We invite you to lather up with its silky silvery suds this season, so you can be the softest of them all. All right, so you can immediately tell the layer of glitter that's on here. Let's go ahead and kind of, wow, get a lot of shimmer there. So if I were to wash my hand with this, wow, you can see the glitter does not go all the way through. You get this kind of like almost Jolly Rancher Candy Lake green soap there. Now this isn't really sudsing very much. Oh, there it goes. It does definitely give you lather there. Just took a little while. Now this is another one that does not have a strong scent to it compared to most of Lush's products, which I feel like are quite strongly fragranced. This has a very, very gentle, light apple scent to it. You can see all the shimmer on the skin. Now, after you've used this a few times, you should not expect to have this glitter or shimmer, but maybe the first few times you use it in the bath, and then once all the glitter's gone, use it in the shower so you can enjoy the look of this nice shimmer in there. And the other thing is the shimmer seems to wash off pretty easily, so thankfully you won't have it sticking to your skin. Let's take a look at the water. Really pretty silver shimmer in there. And again, my skin feels clean, but it doesn't feel overly slick or dried out. You might get some stray shimmer particles left on the skin. So there was our review of some of the offerings from Lush for the holiday season. Let us know in the comments below which of these you enjoyed the most and what products from the entire holiday line you think you'll pick up this season. we hope you enjoyed watching this video and this new kind of format. I will be doing another video for some bath products that Revolution Beauty recently came out with and follow the same kind of format. So if you would like this kind of video, then stay tuned for that. As always, we appreciate you so much for taking the time to watch. I'll see you in the next video.